Buckle up because we are diving deep into the tech trenches today. First off, Jivan Krishnaparachuri is peeling back the curtain on the real-world friction between Kafka and Azure Event Hubs. If you think these systems play nice right out of the box, you need to hear the hard truths about production trade-offs that most architects miss until it is far too late.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Next, we are tracking a major power shift in Europe as France officially ditches Microsoft in favor of Iliad's Scaleway to host its massive national health data hub. This move signals a seismic shift toward digital sovereignty as France looks to reclaim control over the most sensitive records of its citizens. Then, we are shifting gears to the screen where Red Velvet's Kim Yi-rim and actor Kang Sang-jun are sparking serious buzz with their first script reading for the upcoming drama Azure Spring. Their chemistry is already off the charts, and fans are dying to see how they bring this emotional youth story set against the beautiful backdrop of the Tangyong Sea to life. Finally, we explore why France is moving so aggressively to align with strict data security mandates that effectively push out major U.S. cloud providers. As European nations tighten their grip on regional data infrastructure, the landscape for global tech giants is changing fast. If you want to stay on top of these major industry moves, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Ever feel like your system architecture is a game of architectural Jenga, where pulling out the wrong messaging platform brings the whole stack crashing down? Today, we're diving into the real-world battlefield of Kafka versus Azure Event Hubs, the kind of truth you won't find on a shiny marketing brochure. It's the classic battle, the power user's dream versus the cloud native's convenience. On one side, we have Kafka, a distributed streaming powerhouse that gives you total control, but demands an army of engineers to keep it breathing. On the other, there's Azure Event Hubs, the plug-and-play solution that lets you sleep at night by outsourcing the headaches to Microsoft. But here is the kicker. The real difference isn't about throughput or latency specs. It's about the hidden tax on your operational sanity. When you choose Kafka, you aren't just picking a tool. You're committing to managing state, partitions, and Zookeeper or craft protocols, which is a full-time job. With Event Hubs, you get that seamless integration with the Azure ecosystem, but you inevitably hit those walled garden limitations. In production, you'll realize that Kafka is a high-maintenance sports car you can tune to perfection, while Event Hubs is the reliable sedan that gets you to work every single day without a breakdown. If your team is already drowning in infrastructure management, Kafka might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. So, which side of the fence are you on? The freedom of self-hosting or the comfort of managed services? Hit that subscribe button to join the conversation, and let me know your horror stories in the comments below. At the end of the day, the right tool isn't the one with the best benchmark. It's the one your team can actually keep running when the server room catches fire at 3 in the morning. Ever wondered where your most sensitive medical records actually live? If you are in France, the answer is about to change in a major way. The French government is officially pulling the plug on its reliance on Microsoft for the National Health Data Hub, opting instead to migrate that massive mountain of data to Scaleway, a subsidiary of the homegrown giant Iliad. This is not just a technical upgrade. It is a full-blown statement on digital sovereignty. For years, critics have argued that keeping European health data on American-owned cloud platforms opens up a Pandora's box of privacy concerns, especially given the reach of U.S. surveillance laws. By bringing this infrastructure back home to a French provider, the government is trying to slam that door shut. It is a bold move that highlights a growing trend of nations prioritizing national control over cloud convenience. But let's be real, the migration process itself is going to be a massive logistical headache, and the pressure is on Scaleway to prove they can handle the scale of a country's entire healthcare database. Will this repatriation strategy catch on with other EU nations? Only time will tell. If you think data sovereignty is the next big frontier for national security, hit that like button and let me know your take in the comments below. At the end of the day, it is clear that in the digital age, Whoever controls the servers controls the truth. Have you ever felt like you were just stuck in place, watching the world move forward without you? If so, you need to mark your calendars because a brand new healing drama is about to hit your screens. We are talking about the upcoming series, Azure Spring. And if the recent script reading is anything to go by, we are in for a serious emotional journey. The stars of the show, Red Velvet's Kim Yi-rim, or Yuri as fans know her, and actor Kang Sang-jun, recently gathered for their first table read in the chemistry. It is already electric. Set against the breathtaking backdrop of Tangyong's seaside, this show is just your average romance. It dives deep into the lives of Anna, played by Yuri, and Dia Hyun, played by Kang Sang-jun. Anna is a girl paralyzed by the fear of her future, while Dia Hyun is a man anchored to the ghosts of his past. It is a classic tale of two opposites colliding, but the way they've teased their performance, it feels authentic and raw. Director Jung Hyun-soo is even planning to film on location in the actual sea to capture that genuine, salt-in-the-air atmosphere. Yuri is stepping into some really complex emotional territory here, and seeing her navigate the anxiety and excitement of youth is going to be a highlight for sure. Meanwhile, Kang Sang-jun brings a mysterious, brooding edge to the character of Dia Hyun that creates this perfect, magnetic tension between the leads. The cast chemistry was so strong during the reading that people on set were saying it felt more like a live performance than a rehearsal. Yuri herself mentioned that this is a story for every young person trying to find their footing in this complicated world. Azure Spring premieres on May 11th, and the best part is that it is going global simultaneously on platforms like Viki and Abema. So, what do you think? Are you ready to head to the coast and get your heart healed? Let me know in the comments if you'll be tuning in, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates on the show. Sometimes, the most beautiful chapters of our lives start when we finally decide to stop running from our own reflection. Ever feel like your personal data is being held hostage by foreign tech giants? Well, France just decided they have had enough. In a massive shakeup for digital sovereignty, the French government is officially pulling the plug on Microsoft Azure for their national health data hub, opting instead for a homegrown solution. Scaleway. This isn't just a change in vendors. It is a clear, bold statement that European data belongs under European law. For years, France's reliance on Microsoft sparked intense debate. The turning point? A chilling admission during a French Senate inquiry where a Microsoft executive confirmed they couldn't legally refuse a U.S. order to hand over French citizens' data. That was the nail in the coffin. France essentially realized that as long as American tech giants are in the driver's seat, their sovereignty is just an illusion. So they established the SecNum Cloud certification, a high bar that effectively keeps non-European providers away from sensitive infrastructure. But France isn't alone in this. There's a continent-wide shift happening right now. From Germany dumping Microsoft workstations to Denmark switching to open-source alternatives like LibreOffice, Europe is aggressively decoupling from the U.S. tech ecosystem. It is a strategic move to ensure that, when it comes to the nation's health records, the only laws that apply are the ones written in Europe. Scaleway passed a grueling evaluation of over 350 technical criteria, and they are set to take over the heavy lifting for millions of French health records by 2026. This is a massive win for European innovation, but it also signals a challenging road ahead for U.S. cloud giants who have long enjoyed a dominant grip on the global market. What do you think? Is digital sovereignty a necessary step for national security, or is Europe just closing itself off from the best technology available? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more updates on how tech is reshaping the global power balance. In the end, we all have to ask, who really owns your data, you or the cloud provider holding the keys?